Yo guys, TT coming at you with a promised tutorial for PokeRadar. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can get PokeRadar shinies very easily. I'm going to give you a quick tutorial, unlike most people. You ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. First thing you're going to do is you're going to make sure you have only your PokeRadar selected. I've already got it that way. And have your max repels on. You need a lot of these things. I constantly keep all three. I've ran out of super repels, but I need to restock on that. I'll take care of that soon. Next thing up, after that is ready, make sure you have a Pokemon with a lot of power points in your party ready to go. I've got Lavender here, can completely destroy this stuff. Next thing, you're going to be saving on that patch. Because what you can do is every time a chain breaks, you can solve for set to get all your repels back, save you money, make you a smart dealer. Now you're going to be hunting for that Pokemon. I'm not going for anything particular, so I'm just going to go ahead and find whatever and start chaining whatever pops up. Alright, we got a Fungus here. So now we got our Lavender popping out here. Next thing you're going to do, you're going to knock that thing out. We are officially on a chain of 1. Also, it does help to have your animations off because it saves a lot of time. Using a non-shiny Pokemon can also save a little time too, but I kind of prefer hunting. It's really whatever you want to do. Now that we've got that chain going, with that chain of 1, we are going to try and find another patch. Now what are we going to be doing with this? Essentially we're going to be resetting. What are we going to be looking for, though? You might be asking. We're going to be looking for something that is shaking hard and fast, kind of like this one here. This one was shaking pretty good, but there was one problem with it. It was not far enough away. That was 2 patches away. And what are we going to be looking for in distance? You're going to be looking for 3 to 4 spaces away, which obviously I haven't gotten that yet. I'm not having the best of luck here right now, so I'm going to keep resetting. And this is where patience comes in. You're going to have to be really patient when hunting for those shinies, but it's going to be worth it in the end. Now, some other rules to go over when you are radaring. You do not want to take any patches that are on the edges, unless you're feeling risky. I'll do it sometimes, but it's a 20% chance that they will break after battle. You can still get the same Pokemon, and it will break your chain. High chance of that. Like this one right here would have been kind of okay, but yeah, it was on the edge, so I'm not going to be taking that one. And aside from that, you also don't want patches that are touching each other. Diagonally are usually pretty okay, but that's a 5% chance of breaking. It's also a 5% chance of breaking if it is touching diagonally, like this patch here that I just stood in. But this one's an edge patch right here, so it does have a 20% chance of breaking after battle. But just for the purposes of showing you, I'm going to show you, see, that was a Fungus. Because it was shaking hard and fast, and it was about 4 spaces away. So I'm going to be knocking this thing out again. And we're going to continue on that chain. So hopefully it doesn't break, but it did break. Which did show exactly what I was talking to you guys about a bit ago. Now what we're going to end up doing is, since I did break that chain, what do you do when you break the chain? You continuously get back on that horse. You do not give up. But guys, as you saw, it was a Fungus, but it still broke the chain. So now we got a Scruppy, guys. Now we got a Scruppy. Straight up here, we are going to be knocking out the Scruppy now. And that is officially a 1 chain once again. Now next thing up is we're going to be looking for another Scruppy. We did not really get a good patch there. So we are going to do another reset until we get a good patch. This time I'm going to be showing you guys proper way to do it. Because like I said, that's why I was telling you guys, don't take the edge patches. That one is an edge patch. So it is 20% chance of breaking. But as these chains go on, it will get better. I mean, basically, for anyone that's following me, there's a good patch. That's a good one. So that should be a Scruppy for a chain of 2, and it is. Now what you're going to be doing, once you finally get this chain going, you're going to keep going up, and eventually you're going to hit that 40 chain, that pristine, beautiful 40 chain. Once you hit that 40 chain, you have a 1 in 200 chance of finding a shiny if you continuously reset. Like you saw how I was resetting for the patch, essentially you do the same thing there once you hit that 40 chain. And with that, every single patch that spawns on the board has a 1 in 200 chance of sparkling. What does sparkly patch show? Well, generally, if you watch one of my other videos, you're going to notice that I've gotten them a lot, and sparkles just kind of fly up from the patch. And that's all there really is to it. I mean, it's a really easy method, pretty fast. One other thing I should note, though, is in addition to that 40 chain, you get perfect IVs. You get one perfect IV at 21, two perfect IVs at 41, and a third perfect IV at 61. Now, basically, it does cap off at 3 IVs. And beyond that, if you want to keep going, go for it. Personally, I keep going past 40. Most people want to reset after 40, which, if you're not sure of yourself, reset at 40. Don't keep going. Don't keep going. But, aside from that, there's not really much else to do. So, recap of what you will need before your radar, though. You will need a lot of repels, and I'm not talking to 100 repels. 100 repels is pathetic. You will break your chain, and you're going to need a lot of them. 2. Select only radar. If you have anything in your selection box and you press that, that is your fault for breaking that chain. I find it much easier to just add them back and deselect them when I'm done with them, if I do need to anything else. 3, you're going to need a Pokemon with a lot of power points. And if it does run out of power points, you can also use the O-Power, the Power Point Restoration O-Power, to restore your power points. That does work as well. Or swap Pokemon. There's multiple ways of doing it. The final thing is the don'ts. Don't take patches that are touching each other. Be wary of edge patches. 20% chance of breaking. If it's against a wall, that's usually about a 40%. 30 to 40% usually. And that's really it. Make sure they're shaking hard and fast. 3 to 4 in one direction. And I wish you guys the best of luck in getting your shinies, because that's really all there is to it in the bottom right. So with that, guys, do me a favor and stay lucky. Also, feel free to catch the stream. I stream every day 7 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully it'll be staying that way. And this is Radar Senpai, signing out.